Hello guys, today we're going to take a look at Yalahar Grim Reapers for a 150 plus monk. Currently the most broken spot in the game, I would say. The experience you can get here compared to other spots in a similar level range is just insane. Very, very good. It is quite difficult when you first start, but it very quickly becomes fairly easy. So I'm quoting it officially for a level 150 plus monk, and that's when I started. However, I can feasibly see someone on 130 doing it as well. So if you really know what you're doing, you've got best in slot like physical equipment, then even 130 is a consideration. I think 150 plus is like legitimately fairly easy. Like 200 plus, it's super easy at that point. So yeah. Anyway, the results you can expect around level 150, I was able to get about 3.5 kk raw. By level 220, I was doing over 4 kk raw per hour. This is, and just to be super clear, this is no damage prey and no animus. This is just with charm, okay? 4 kk raw with charm only. With animus, this would be like 4.2 kk raw. So, just saying, ridiculous spot for such a low level. Also, it's like a perfect spot for a monk because of the sort of relatively low density, 4 or 5 monsters at a time, weak to energy, great ratios, amazing. Obviously, really broken. I do truly think this place is too strong and should be nerfed a little bit. I think most likely just reduce the density somewhat, reduce maybe like 10-20% of the Grim Reapers because it is currently too good for what it offers. Anyway, the expected loot, I think that this becomes kind of, this changes over time as well as you go from like ultimate spirit potions to great spirit potions to great mana potions. Initially, you're doing like minus 500k per hour on like level 150. But by the time you hit like level 200, you even sort of looking at like maybe mild profit once you switch to great mana potions. So kind of hard to really give a value, but I'm just going to say about 150k per hour expected waste. Obviously not a profit spot. And yeah, in the result, I have charms active. I had low blow, I believe. So yeah, overall tier rating I give is an S plus, which is super rare. This may be the first S plus I've ever given, or one of very couple. Basically, very good experience. Also, there's only one monster here, so super cheap to get a prey going as well to make it even better. And bestiary takes about 4 hours. In terms of the equipment, as you can see, I'm basically going full physical, prismatic ring, werewolf, amulet, dwarven armor, dwarven legs. Yeah, you just want as much physical protection as possible. So requirements, as I'm saying, level 150 plus, probably. You need Yalahar access. Strongly recommend prismatic ring and werewolf amulet when you start. By level 200, at level 220, I started switching to more of the offensive gear with like plus fist instead of the physical. But that's at a higher level. This place can be affected by monks, knights, paladins, basically everybody. I think a duo can even hunt here, but probably not that much respawn. Recommended imbuements, all standard. No protection imbue really necessary. Death, obviously helpful. You've got 20% death damage, so that would be about a 2% damage reduction overall. Not super necessary, but if you're coming at like level 130, then it may be needed. And the weapon type you want here is energy. With regards to supplies per hour, so like I said, this is an analyzer from like level 160 or something. So I was doing ultimate spirit potions. By like level 200, I switched to spirit potions, regular spirit potions. And at level 230 now, I'm just doing great mana potions. So basically, it's kind of hard to say. You're going to need about 1200 per hour of whatever it is that you choose to use. Like I say, start with ultimates, then drop down to great spirits at a higher level, and then drop down to great mana potions. You want 6 transcendence potions per hour. I recommend low blow or savage blow on the Grim Reaper, ideally with Void's Call Minor for some extra sustain. For the wheel, ideally you want the lesser HP gems in the 2 slots. I didn't, and I still managed, so it's not super duper necessary, but obviously going to make it much more comfortable. And the character you'll see in the video is level 168 monk with 91 fist and 38 magic level. For the route, it's basically the same route I do on every vocation. So if you've ever seen any of my videos, it's exactly the same. But you come in, you go down here, you do a pull around this staircase, you go down, you go here, then you go up here, then you go down here, then you go down here. You then take the staircase up right here. This takes you up here. So you kill 4 Grim Reapers here, then you go down. You go here and do a pull. Be careful to be pretty fast around this area because it's a 1 SQM little corridor for a few tiles. You don't want to get stuck there with 2 Grim Reapers. You waste a lot of time if you do that. So try to be really fast running through. Anyway, afterwards, I do something like this in here. in here. Then I go up, come out here, do another little 2 Grim Reaper pull here, go up here, and just do a quick run upstairs to the lower level and restart here. Once you get really high level and you really run out of respawn, then you might want to consider doing like one little nightmare pull on the surface. But I can do up like 4.1 kk roll per hour without running out of Grim Reaper respawn. So hopefully that shouldn't be necessary. And anyway, yeah, this is it. This is how I hunt Grim Reapers Yalahar. Ridiculous respawn currently in the game. I do think it's likely going to see some adjustments over time. So if you're watching this 2 years from now, maybe check the pinned comment for any balance changes. But yeah, very good currently, especially for monks. So yeah, enjoy. I'll play the video now and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.